So this is the data that I've collected from a recent service call that I was on, and the complaint was that the space would overheat in the heating mode. So no matter what the thermostat would be set at, the space would always rise well above the set point. Okay, so that was a complaint. So I'm going to show you how I solved that. City Multi Mitsubishi systems. So for example, right here, you see this is the space temperature. Let me zoom in. So space temperature is 68 and set point is 67. So we are a degree over, but simultaneously you can see that the valve is open. Like it's not this valve is not closed. This valve is pretty much wide open. And this one right here is set to 83, and the space temperature is 72. So this one should be operating, right? Because this is a set point right here, the RC set point. So this one should be opened, and you can see that the space temperature is only 72. So we are well above space temperature. But that's not true for this one at all, and also this one, because we are below. This set point is below space temperature. Space temperature is 73 right here. But as you can see, this one here, if you look at the fan down here, the fan is stopped. The fan is currently stopped, and the unit state of heat is off, so it's not saying that there's no demand, and the system is on. So if you go to the RC, you're going to see that green light is on. So its system is in on status. It's not running, but it's on, and the mode is heating. So this is what you want to have, because over here you can see that the heater is off. So you're just saying that it's not really doing heating right now. There's no demand, which makes perfect sense, because we shouldn't be doing any heating, because we have 67 degrees set point and we have 68 degrees on the space. So we should be satisfied. So it's telling you that the heater is off. It's saying that, again, this state right here is run, which means that just simply means that the system is on. This is a fancy way of saying that the system is on. When you go to that RC and you see the green light on that RC, that means the system is on. But here's what to note right here. This right here. See the fan right here in silent? In silent, it's really like a low state. The fan is still going. So if you have a small room, let me show you the other diagram, refrigerant diagram. So this is that unit in question, right? So you can see that we're coming in at 111 degrees. That's gas from the condenser, because we're in heating mode, right? So hot gas is coming through, and we are so we are coming through. Hot gas is coming through 111 degrees. The fan is turning slowly, so it's rejecting a little bit of heat. You can see the difference, delta T right there, 111 and 94. So it's rejecting some heat into the airstream, into the space. And I'm going to skip forward a little bit right here. I'm going to skip forward, right? So I'm going to fast forward. Actually, I'm going to go back to the data. Look at the data. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to skip forward a couple of screens. 1, 2, so I go to 90. Let's see what we got right now. So we can see that this unit, this space temperature is 68 right now, so it's 1 degree below set point, which is 1 degree above set point. Let's go to another 2 more. Skip forward, so let's go 92 seconds into it. Okay, so we're still 68. Well, you can see we're coming in at 123, so it's warming up right now. 123, and we're leaving the 90, and we're leaving the 95. So we're entering the evaporator at 123, leaving the 95. Now mind you, this system is set to 67, so we should be off. But you can see it is saying it's off, the heating is off, but the fan is still in silent, and we're still flowing some gas through this unit, which in turn is going to give you some residual heating. Now all the while, you see what's going on down here, right? This one is stopped. Heater is off because there's no demand, obviously, because we're set for 65 and we are at 73. But still, that valve, that LEV valve, is still open. So you can see here we are coming in at 118 and we're leaving at 108. But that doesn't matter because that fan is not in silent. It doesn't matter if that coil is hot or warm, because it's not going to transmit any heat to the space because the fan is completely off. So I just fast forward to 100 seconds or 100 minutes just to give you some more definition in that. So we can see that the space temperature is warming up actually. Meanwhile, the heater is still off, and we're satisfied because our set point is 67. All right, you can see that it's 157 degrees coming in. So over time, you can see clearly if it's a small room that the room is going to warm up because we're coming in at 157. And you can see the delta. We had dropped the difference between 157 and 90. That's like 60 degrees, just about, or is it 60? Or maybe 67 degrees. So we're dropping that in the space. The fan is turning very slow, but it's still moving that draft to the duct. I mean, it's going to warm the space up. As you can see, this temperature is warming up, right, from where we started. We are up 1.4 degrees. And they complain. So you can see as you can see this one right here, we're not moving right here. We're not moving in the bottom, because the difference is that as opposed to being in silent, this fan is off. I mean, this fan is stopped completely. All right, let's go back to the piping diagram. So yeah, I mean, even though we're off, you can see the coil is completely lit or red, and we are still flowing. The valve is at 240 pulses, and yeah, I mean, that's how the system works. So the intention is that it shouldn't do much, but in certain situation, even especially residential, it does something. All right, so let me show you how I solved that. So let me show you the solution. It's rather simple, but if you don't know, you don't know, and I'm quite sure. Comment in the comment section if you have these problems, especially if you do residential. All right, comment in the comment section. So let me show you real quick how I solved that, right? And that's going to be it for this video. So, oh, by the way, guys, you can see the merch is here. The merch is live. This is the phone case. This is the initial rollout version. It's gray. It's got like a soft gray, but I'm gonna have other colors coming soon, right? But this is a really robust case, you know, for the iPhone and then for the Android. You can see how much it's protecting the screen, how it's raised above, and the camera. And then the buttons, you know, nice and easily accessible because they're raised. You can see that. Yeah, so go check out the merch, man. Yeah, here's a website. Some cool stuff on there. See what you like. Okay, so let me show you what I got here. Okay, so this is it. So I'm gonna explain this real quick. So in order to get the fan like this, when the heating is satisfied, I'm gonna show you. now that you have the fan like this, like, where the thermostat is still on, right? So the fan is in auto. You set your fan to auto, and you set your fan to auto. Thermostat still set to on, where you have that green light on the thermostat. That's what this means. Run. It's the system is ready to go. Once the temperature falls below set point, it's just going to turn on automatically. That's why it's run. Status run. If you put the system off, when you don't have that green light on the RC, then it's going to be saying state off right here, and it will never, or stop, and it will never work when the temperature falls. You have to physically go press a button. But it's ready to go. It's just satisfied, like you can see right here. Just satisfied. Set point and space temperature. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so yeah, so it's just satisfied. So heater is off and the fan is stopped, not silent, because silent, it's still moving a little bit, right? As you can see with this particular unit, unit number 12, or, this unit. So this is how I accomplished this right here. In fact, this was the unit that the customer was complaining about. This room, this was the master bedroom. And it was like, oh, every time we wake up in the morning, we're sweating. We're sweating, and we don't, and it's always going overshooting. What can we do? So this is, so let me go back to what I was showing. So here it is. So you're going to switch SW1. You're going to turn that number 1 on, number 7 on, number 8 on. And you can see I just put a little explanation there. Fan off completely when RC/T-stat is satisfied in heat. Then if you want to accomplish the same thing in a cooling mode, then you have to turn on SW3, switch number 1 on, coupled with all of this up here. This setting right here up top, and then plus this SW3. And you're going to have the same function where the fan completely stops in cooling mode. SW38, switch number 8 on SW3. That's where you're going to tell the return sensor to operate by -7 degrees in heat mode. So and it's shipped like these units, especially the ceiling slim duct type, they're shipped from the factory with this switch set to be -7 degrees. You see right here. So I gotta put in so if that's in the off position, that's when it's gonna be subtracting. You'll see the RC temperature drop -7 degrees once the heating goes on, because it's subtracting 7 degrees from the return here, thermistor, if you're using that. So if you're using this, this is the RC setting, where you will turn SW using the RC, and you want to use the RC for control. If you want to use RC for control, RC, the RC, I mean that's RG, RC for control, right? Then you have to turn this this SW1 on. So now you're no longer using the return sensor in the unit, you're using the RC thermistor for your control. And then once you do that, you also want to turn SW3 to the on position, because in the off position you are offsetting the return sensor. And I'm assuming that it's probably going to do the same thing for this to the RC sensor if you leave this in the off position. So you want to turn this one on with this one on to use your RC. Okay, so there it is. Now, so simply what I did, this was already on. SW1 was already on because it was looking at the RC, using the thermistor in the RC for control upon arrival, when I arrived to the service call. And this SW38 was already on, right? So that's the setting that was on the board. So I don't know if you could see that, but this is the screenshot I took. So SW1, and you can see that SW1 it was up, and 7 and 8 they're down. Okay, and SW3, and you can see number 8 is up, is on, so that's normal. So that's how I found it. So then I just turned 7 and 8 on, and that's how I and this is for this unit right here, and that's how I accomplished that was the solution. That was the solution, and you can see how it is. So if I'm just gonna fast forward a little bit, I have 104 minutes. I'm gonna go to 100 and say 103, 102. So yeah, you can see this 73 is still there. I mean 73.4, and yeah, I mean the fan is stopped. The silent fan is what's really causing that issue. That's what's causing the issue. Why I was overshooting. Small room, low ceiling clearance. You can see clearly. Well, this only one zone is calling right now. One zone. This zone right here. Set point is 83, and space temperature is 74. Right, so it's calling. But I don't know, for some reason, to keep the system running, compressors at 65. We have a heating demand of 20. But yeah, that's it. That's the video. Don't forget to check out the merch, man. Merch, guys. Let me show you the website again. There's a lot going on there. Just log on and check that out. Okay.